Welcome back to another game of Precision Baseball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of Precision Baseball. In this game, we're going to sort of continue through our testing phase of the game with the Boston Red Sox. So the Braves played 4 games in 2022 against the Sox. They had a 2-game set at home, which is what we'll play here, and then they had a 2-game set later in the season at Fenway. Going for the Braves is going to be Kyle Wright. Kyle Wright wound up winning 20 games last year and had a great season. Hasn't played much at all this year, so down season for him, but maybe he'll be back for the playoffs. And then it's going to be Garrett Whitlock. It's sort of an opener bullpen type game for Boston in this game. And I've sort of gone back and forth on whether I should just throw a starter out there. I think we'll just try the bullpen game and see how it goes. So we're going to go with Garrett Whitlock to start out. His stamina is only like a 10. So I sometimes would allow guys who started a game to have 20, which often is going to get you through 4 or 5 innings. But we'll just see. Maybe we'll give him a little bit more grace than most. Or maybe we'll just play it like he's a 20. Something like that. Just to try to get a little bit of length out of him. He went 3 innings in the actual game. I mean, they won the game 9-4, so it wasn't like he was pitching badly when they took him out. The plan was 3 innings. So that's where we're going to be with the pitching. Let's go through the lineups. It's Kike Hernandez in center. Rafael Devers at third. JD Martinez is the DH. Xander Bogaerts at short is hitting cleanup. Alex Verdugo is in left. Trevor Story is at second. Franchi Cordero is the first baseman. Hitting 8th is Christian Vasquez, the catcher. And hitting 9th is Jackie Bradley Jr., the right fielder. For the Braves, it's going to be Acuna in right. Olsen at first. Riley at third. Ozuna is the DH hitting cleanup. Ozzie Albies at second. Darno is the catcher. Adam Duvall gets a start in center field. That's where he was playing early in the season. Travis Demerit came up for a cup of coffee and played well for like 2 or 3 weeks. He's in left. And Dansby Swanson is going to be batting 9th in this one. So if you watch the later game that was in July, this is played May 10th. So if you watched any of those later games in July, Dansby had slid up to the 2 spot. Michael Harris had come in like June or July or something like that and had taken over that center field spot. And then they moved Duvall over to left, who was there until he got hurt. And then Eddie Rosario started playing a little bit more in left field. So he was getting over, had some sort of weird eye situation coming out of spring training. He just couldn't see the ball, so he had a little surgery and then started playing more regularly through the back half of the season. All right, so we got all of our charts over here. We got everything we need here, so let's get this one going. Again, you need 3D10 dice. Red, white, and blue is what I like because it's easy to remember. And then you're going to need a D6 as a decider die, but also for some other different plays. So first pitch goes to Kike Hernandez. He's here. And this is going to go to the batter. So 1 to 3 goes to the batter. 4 to 6 goes to the pitcher card. We got Kyle Wright against Hernandez. A 122 is going to be a ground ball. And so we're going to roll to see where that ground ball goes. It goes to 166, which is a grounder to second base. Our second baseman in this game is Albies, and Albies, his defense rating is a -1, so he didn't play in the last game. He was hurt, and Arcia was playing. So here's a 701. 701 is going to be a good play. So he makes the play over to first for out number 1. And we're off and running in this one, as Kike Hernandez grounds out to Ozzie Albies. Rafael Devers stands up to the plate. This will be off the pitcher. A 982 is a hit, so that comes off of his hit column. Let's see what kind of hit it is. It is a home run, so 917 for Devers is within his home run range, and just like that, Devers parks one out to straightaway right field as he gets a hold of it. And just like that, Boston is up 1-0 on a solo home run from Rafael Devers. Brings up JD Martinez. This goes off the batter. 883 for Martinez is going to be a double as he ropes that one over the head of the left fielder Demerit. Demerit takes a one hopper off the wall, gets it back in, and Martinez is standing up at second base. Xander Bogaerts now. This is a 50-050 to the batter. Xander Bogaerts is here. That's going to be a ground ball. As right with the changeup induces a ground ball. This is going to be a 202, so that goes to the second baseman again. Albies has it, and we got to see what he does with it. So Albies, well, let's see if he makes the play, I guess. So 253 for a -1 is going to be a good play. Now let's see where he goes with it. So we got our second baseman here with the runner at second. So that's what we're looking at. And a 188 is here, and that's a 4-3 with the runner advance. Most of the plays there, that's what it's going to be. But there are a couple of all safe chances. So like a little dribbler, or some reason, you know, a tough play Albies can't handle, something like that, and everybody's safe. But right now we got 2 down with a runner at third base. This is going to go off the pitcher card. A 354 is a fly ball, and that goes out to right field. The right fielder is Acuna. He's a 0 defense. 396 is going to be a good play, and Acuna puts it away for out number 3. But Boston gets one on the Rafael Devers bomb to right field, and we head to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Boston. So for Boston, like I said, it's going to be Garrett Whitlock. We'll try to get all the players on here. I know it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. So we'll just do that, and we've covered up Whitlock, but we'll get to him. First up is Acuna, and then Olsen, and then Riley. So it's going to be Acuna. A 938 is going to be a double as he laces one to left field. And that's a 2-bagger for Ronald. And he's going to wind up at second base with nobody out. Brings up Matty Olson. 123 to Olson. He's all the way over here. You can see him. 123 is going to be a grounder. Let's see where that goes. Ground ball to 343 will be a grounder to second. The second baseman is Trevor Story. Story is a 0 defense, so 532. He makes the play, and let's see what he does with the ball. So 420 or 241. 241 with the runner at second. That's going to be a 4-3 put out with the runner advance. So good job by Matty Olson as he gets the runner over to third. We have 1 out, and Ronald Acuna is at third base. This running is a 4, so all we got to do is get it up in the air. Going to do better than that. That's a 981, and that's off of the pitcher card. And for the batter Riley, this could be a shot. So 811 is going to be a home run as Austin Riley tags that one to the opposite field, rips it into the bullpen at Truist Park, and that's going to be a 2-run jack, and that puts Atlanta up 2-1. It's going to bring Acuna home on the home run. All right. So Braves up 2-1, 1 out, and Marcell Ozuna to the plate. A 187 to Ozuna is going to be a fly ball as he gets it up into the air, and that goes to 235. That'll be a fly ball to left. The left fielder is Alex Verdugo. Verdugo, a 177. He is a 0 error, so it's going to be a play made out in left. That'll be out number 2. We'll go F7 on the put out. Brings up Ozzie Albies to the plate. It's off the pitcher card. Whitlock here. A 542 is going to be a strikeout as Whitlock gets him on a nasty changeup. And down goes Ozzie Albies, but the Braves do put up 2 runs on the Austin Riley home run, and they take a 2-1 lead over Boston. Top of the second inning, we got Trevor Story, Franchy Cordero, and Christian Vasquez. This will go to the pitcher. A 340 is going to be a fly ball. That fly ball goes to 134. That's going to be a pop up to second base. Albies is a -1. And a 632 to a -1 is going to be a good catch. So that's going to be P4 on the put out. And Ozzie Albies takes care of it for out number 1. Franchy Cordero stands in. Let's see, I think Cordero is on the other page. Cordero, the left-hander, facing the right-hander Kyle Wright. This is going to go off the pitcher, so 561 will be another strikeout. Actually, this is the first one for Kyle Wright. Out number 2. Brings up Christian Vasquez, the catcher. He's up here. A 674 will be a walk. So Vasquez patiently takes a walk. And that'll bring up Jackie Bradley Jr. He's a right fielder here, left-handed batter. This will go off the pitcher card. That's a hit. And the hit is a 589. 589 is going to be a single for Jackie Bradley. With 2 down, everybody gets an extra base, so that's going to push Vasquez over to third base. Runners at the corners now with 2 down. And the leadoff man, Enrique Hernandez, that was a 7. Kike, as his friends call him. You can call him Kike too. Came over from the Dodgers, and Boston sort of became Dodgers East for a while. So this goes off the pitcher card. This is a 176. 176 is going to be a grounder off of Wright's card. And that's going to go to 144. 144 is a grounder to first base. First baseman is Olson. Olson's a -1 on his error rating. So an 831 is going to be a good play. And let's see what Olson does with the ball. We got the first baseman up here. A 431 with runners at first and second, so we're in this column here. 431, that with 2 outs, that's going to be a 3-6 put out. So he moves to his right and he makes the easy throw to second base, and that's going to be third out of the inning. No runs come home for Boston. They leave 2, and the score is still 2-1 Atlanta. The bottom of the second inning for the Braves, it's going to be Travis d'Arnaud, Adam Duvall, and Travis Demeritte. This goes off the pitcher card. So 740 is going to be a walk, and Travis d'Arnaud takes his walk down to first, and he's on with nobody out. Brings up Adam Duvall. Duvall is here. So we can get them on the page together. This will be off Duvall's card. A 23 is going to be a grounder. Duvall hits a lot of fly balls, but not here. So the ground ball goes to first base. First baseman for is Franchi Cordero. What is Cordero? Cordero is a -3, so it might be a little bit of a circus adventure here. He's a -3, a 192 to a -3 is going to be an error, as Franchi Cordero boots it at first base. And that's going to be an E3. Moves the runners up, and we are to Travis Demeritte. Demeritte is up with 2 on and nobody out. This goes off his card. He's here. A 33 is another ground ball. Franchi Cordero hoping and praying that it doesn't come to him. 343 will be to second base, so mercifully it goes to the second baseman Story. Story's a 0 on his rating. Yeah, he's a 0 on his rating. It is a 261. 261 to a 0 is going to be a good play. And now we need to figure out what happened with all the runners. So we got our second baseman here, runners at first and second, and nobody out. 134. That's going to be a 4-3 put out. So the only play that Story has is the first. Both runners are going to move up. So that's a tough one, as the runners will move up on the fielder's choice. No chance for a double play there. And we go 4-3 on the put out. They do get 1, but both runners move into scoring position with the number 9 hitter, Dansby Swanson, coming up. 719 to Swanson. And he is here. So 719 to Swanson is a walk, and that's going to load the bases. Nope. So bases loaded now with only 1 out, and the dangerous Ronald Acuna to the plate, looking to blow this one open. This is 776 to Ronald, and that will be a base hit. So it's going to score 1, and that will move that runner over. So we've got Adam Duvall. He is a run of 3, so his running rating is a 3, which is pretty good. The hit goes to straightaway left field, so we're not going to have not going to send him there. So we're going to keep him there, and it's going to be bases loaded still. That is a 1 out, or 1 out RBI for Ronald Acuna, and 1 down with Matt Olson to the plate. Chance for something big to happen in this inning, and we'll see if it does. 460 is going to be a line drive off of Whitlock's card. A line drive goes to center field, The center fielder is who? Center fielder is Kike Hernandez. Kike is an error rating of 1, so that was a 2. 240. 240 is going to be a good play. So we get a line out to 8. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Let's roll against our line drive chart and see what happens with the runners. We have bases loaded, so we're in this over here. A 664 is in this big section here, and that's the only one where everybody has to hold. So a low liner that Hernandez has to come in on. Nobody can advance on that, and it's going to be 2 down with the bases loaded. And the very dangerous Austin Riley to the plate. He's got a 2-run jack already. A 0-0-4 is going to be a ground ball. You can see him here. 1-54 is a grounder. And that's going to go to 787. That will be a ground ball to third base. The third baseman is Devers. Devers is a +1 on his error rating. 428 is going to be good. And let's see what happens on the play. So he gets to the ball. 790 with the bases loaded. It's here, and that's going to be a 5-4 put out as he goes the short way and gets the runner at second base. So for all that activity, the Braves get 1 run. Sounds like baseball. Long inning though. And the next inning we'll have to make an adjustment as he's at 9, 10, 11, 12 batters. So we'll have to see. He'll get through 3 innings probably, but we'll have to make an adjustment there. All right, so top of the third inning, it's going to be Devers, Martinez, and Bogarts. Devers with a shot to right, and that accounts for Boston's single run. They're down 3-1. A 3-11. This goes off the batter card. This will be Devers. This time it's going to be a fly ball, but not far enough for a home run. And so Devers hits it out to, actually pops it up to second. Albies is there. He's a -1. And on the pop-up, 854 is good. So pop up to Ozzie in shallow right field, and that's going to be out number 1. As Kyle Wright did a good job of getting Devers out in front on that one. This is off Wright's card. It's a 265. 265 is a fly ball. It's JD Martinez to the plate. 589 is a fly to right field, so he goes the other way with it. The right fielder is Acuna. Acuna will make the play, and that's going to be 2 down in the inning. So 2 down, and up stands Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts grounded out in his first at bat. This is going to be another ground ball. This is 18 off the pitcher's card. And a 308. That'll be a grounder to second again. Albies, the second baseman, will, what is he? He's a -1. Yeah, he's a -1 at second base, and so a 189 will be an out. So he records the out. And a 1-2-3 inning for Kyle Wright in the top of the third. 3-1 is our score. Braves over Boston. Garrett Whitlock still in the game. We'll give him 1 more inning. He actually went 3 in the game, so we'll see if he can get through 3. What we're going to do, since his stamina is 10 and he's on starting batter number 13, is we're going to make everything come off of the batter card. So we don't need you anymore, Garrett. And everything will come off of the batter card. So it's going to be Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna with a fly ball in his first at bat. So we ignore this die, and it's going to be a 306. 306 is going to be another fly ball. As the big bear hits it up in the air. That was a 7. Where's the 7? Here it is. 737, just like the airplane, is going to be a fly ball to center field this time. Center fielder is Enrique Hernandez. He's a +1 on his error rating. So 194 is a catch, and that'll be out number 1. Brings up Ozzie Albies. Again, we're ignoring that. So Albies is a 352. 352, another fly ball. And this time it's to the third baseman. So we'll pop up to Devers. Devers is a +1 on his error rating. 798 is going to be a catch. And we'll go P5 as he has to get back behind the base. And he makes the catch. Travis d'Arnaud up in this one. It is a 915, and that's going to be trouble as Travis d'Arnaud goes doubles. And that is over the left fielder's head. Hits off the base of the wall. Comes right back to him. Close play at second base, but d'Arnaud slides in safely for a 2-out double. Travis Duvall stands in. Duvall with an 837. 837, that's going to be a single, and with 2 outs, that's going to score the runner from second base. Didn't even get a chance to catch his breath at second, but d'Arnaud scores, and that puts the Braves up 4-1. Brings up Travis Demeritte, and a 161 is going to be a grounder. Grounder goes to the third baseman, Devers. Devers has a good glove, and he makes the play. Let's see, we got a runner at first base. Let's see what happens on the play. A 059 is here. Runner at first base. That's going to be a 5-3 putout. So Devers goes across the diamond for out number 3. The Braves do put one more on the board, and they take a 4-1 lead over the Red Sox. Boston trying to mount something here. We're going to go ahead and take, actually, who do we have? We have Cal Wright in the game. He's fine. The next inning we'll need to replace the pitcher. And then it's going to be a parade of pitchers, I think, for Boston. Somebody could probably go 2. We'll just have to see. 4-1 is our score. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's Verdugo, Story, and Franchi Cordero for Boston. Here that's a 7-12 to Verdugo, and that's going to be a walk as Alex Verdugo gets on for the first time. He's at first base, not a threat to steal. He's a -2. Brings up Trevor Story. Story popped out in his first at-bat. We'll probably put in some sort of hit and run at some point. So for Story, this is going to be a 561 off of his card, and that's going to be a K. As Kyle Wright comes in with the fastball, ties him up, and he can't get around on it, and that's going to be out number 1. Franchi Cordero to the plate now. He's here, first baseman for Boston. A 409. 409 is going to be a strikeout, so back-to-back Ks for Kyle Wright. This time with a hammer, and that is out number 2. Third K of the day for Kyle Wright. Brings up the 8th place hitter, Christian Vasquez. He's a catcher up here. This will go off the pitcher card, though. That's going to be a hit. And let's see what happens on this hit. It will be a single over the shortstop's head. So that's going to be a base hit for Christian Vasquez. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. 9th place hitter is Jackie Bradley Jr. right here in the middle, and that will be a 363. That is a fly ball. The fly ball goes to 940, which is going to be a pop-up to the third baseman. Austin Riley is a -2 fielder. A 249. Hopefully he makes that play, and he does. So that's going to be a pop-up to 5, and that will end the inning as he squeezes that one. Boston, we had a runner go to third there. Boston leaves 2 as they had runners at the corners with 2 out. Couldn't get them home. Jackie Bradley now 1 for 2 in the game, but he couldn't come through in that one. Alright, so let's see what we got here. A lot of these guys, you know, are going to be available and could come in. Let's go with Tanner Houck. I don't know if it's Huck or Hawk. Houck. But we're going to go with it. So 3 innings. We get a new pitcher here. And he can go for a little bit. He might get another 2 or 3 innings out of him. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And 4 runs. All earned. 2 walks. And 1 K. No hit by pitch. So that's 17 batters that he made it through. And so that's the start for Garrett Whitlock. Let's go with Tanner Houck. 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 I'm going to go with Houck. Huck. I'll go with Tanner Houck. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not, but he's going to be facing Dansby Swanson. And back to the top of the order with Ronald and Matty Olson. Nobody's looking forward to Ronald Acuna with a double and a single on the day. This will be 737 off of Dansby's card. Let's get the right side up here. 737 will be a walk to Dansby. That's the second walk of the game for Swanson. Not usually a good idea to walk the 9th place hitter. I understand Dansby's not your typical 9th place hitter. And this goes to the pitcher. This is a 104. 104 might be just what they ordered as they get a ground ball. That grounder is going to go to 16. That'll be a grounder to first base. First baseman is Frankie Cordero. Cordero already with 1 error in the game. 851 though, he's going to make the play there. And let's see what he does with the ball once he's got it. There's a runner at first base. We have a 707, which is in this meaty middle here. And a runner at first base, we have a 3-6-3 double play. So Cordero goes to the shortstop, Bogarts. Bogarts with the return throw. And just like that, 2 down in the inning. All right, nice play there from Franchi Cordero. And Boston turns 2, brings up Olson to the plate. A 705 to Matty Olson is going to be a walk. So Olson at first, no threat to steal. Brings up Riley. Riley with a big opportunity his last at bat. Grounded out to Rafael Devers. This time it's a 433 off of Tanner Houck's card. And that's a line drive. 370 will be a line drive to center field. Coming on hard is Kike Hernandez. Hernandez is a -1 fielder, so a 254 to a -1 is going to be a catch. So Riley hits it hard on a low sinking liner. Kike Hernandez comes in and makes the play, and that's going to be the 3rd out. The Braves don't get anything there. They strand 1, and they're still up 4-1 as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Kyle Wright's stamina is 25, best on the Braves team, tied with Charlie Morton for the best, and he's at 18 right now, so no threats there. Can still go an inning or two, see if he can get through it unscathed. Boston looking to come back. This will be a 455 off the pitcher card. It's going to be a liner, and that line drive goes to center field, and the center fielder is Adam Duvall. See, Duvall's error rating is a 0. He's actually quite a good center fielder. 681 to Adam Duvall is going to be a catch. We go L8 on the putout, and that's going to be out number 1. Kike now 0 for 3. Brings up Rafael Devers. He's 1 for 2 with a home run in the first. 432. This goes off of Devers' card. Have the players sorted right now by at bats, or plate appearances. So all of your guys, your starters are typically going to be the first ones. So Rafael Devers, that's a 432, and that's going to be a line drive. It's a couple hard hit balls to start off. 855 will be a liner to center. This time Duvall is stopped in his tracks. 286 is going to be a good play, as he didn't even have to move on that one. And first 2 outs go to center field. JD Martinez to the plate now. This goes off the pitcher card. 815 is going to be a hit. Let's see what JD Martinez does with this mistake pitch. A 567 will be a single. Lucky that one stayed in the yard. That's a single to right field. JD Martinez does not run well, so not going to challenge Acuna. And this one goes off the pitcher as well. 486 will be a strikeout as Bogarts goes down for the 3rd out. And Boston strands another runner at first base. It's 4-1. 4-1 Atlanta over Boston. Once worked with a guy from Boston. His name was Mac. Mac from Boston. That's what he said all the time. I'm Mac. Interesting character. All right, so we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm sorry, the bottom of the 5th. Tanner Huck is still on the mound. He can go 8 batters. He's only gone 4 at this point. So a quick inning could get him 3, and we'll see what he does. He's got Marcelo Ozuna to the plate. This will go off the pitcher card. So 427 is going to be a line drive. And that liner is a liner to left. As Ozuna hits it hard, he hits it right to Verdugo. Verdugo is in 0 on his error. So 331 is going to be a good catch as he makes a nice play out in left field on the run and robs Ozuna of a base hit. Brings up Ozzie Albies. Albies has struck out and popped out. Not a great game for him, but he has a 597 here. Let's see what that is. 597 is going to be another strikeout. So second K of the day for Ozzie Albies. First strikeout for Tanner Huck. And that brings up Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher. 400 to Travis d'Arnaud will be a liner. And that's a line drive to 840. So that'll be a liner to center. Center fielder is Kike Hernandez, a 999. Hernandez is a +1, a 999 is going to put him in the only error range there is. So you can see there's a slim error range, 981 to 1,000 for a +1 or more. And Kike Hernandez has it go off his glove on a hard hit ball to center. And they're going to call that E8. Tough one. And it's going to bring up Adam Duvall. 603 for Duvall will be a strikeout. He's got quite a high strikeout number there. And that's going to be the third out. So the error doesn't hurt Boston. And we head to the top of the sixth inning. Still 4-1 Atlanta over the Red Sox. All right, Kyle Wright goes out for the sixth inning. This comes off his card. 715 will be a walk. So he starts off the inning with a walk to Alex Verdugo. Verdugo is not a good stealer of bases, so I can't imagine too many players on this team are great at stealing bases. Maybe Jackie Bradley. He's not even that great, but he's about as much speed as they got. Trevor Story, pretty good. Speaking of Trevor Story, he's at the plate. This is going to go off the pitcher card, though. 570 will be a strikeout. So, second consecutive strikeout for the second baseman. He's out number one. And Franchy Cordero stands in. Cordero with the error back in the second inning. And the error actually led to, I think there's only 3 earned runs. I think one of those was unearned because of the error here. This is an unearned run. So Cordero trying to make up. It's a 504. He is going to strike out. That is the hat trick for Franchy. 3 Ks on the day. And that brings up Christian Vasquez with 2 down and a runner at first base. And 884 is going to go off of the pitcher card. This will be a base hit of some kind. A 931 is more than a base hit, as Christian Vasquez gets under one. He lifts it to right center field, and the center fielder goes back to the wall, and he runs out of room, and that is going to be gone. That's a 2-run homer, and that gets Boston right back into this one, as Christian Vasquez powers up and goes to right center field. 2 runs in now with 2 down, and Jackie Bradley Jr. to the plate. So that makes the score 4-3, Atlanta over Boston. A 436 to Jackie Bradley will be a fly ball. Fly ball goes to 845. That's going to be a fly out to center field. The center fielder is Duvall. Duvall's a 0, so that's going to be a 940. And do we have another error? Almost. He's just into the green. And Adam Duvall gets there on the run, I guess, and he makes the play for out number 3. But Boston brings home 2 more, and that cuts the lead to 4-3 for Atlanta. I'm going to get a new pitcher. Tanner Huck is at 4-8. Actually, we can keep him in there. He's at full strength for another inning, so we can get 3 innings out of him. The wheels might fall off here, but we'll see. Travis Demeritte up. Demeritte got a little bit of playing time last year, playing right field. Played left field as well. A 342 is going to be a fly ball. That fly ball goes out to center field. Kike Hernandez, a +1, 327, is going to be a catch. So Demeritte down on a fly ball to center field, and that's going to be out number 1. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Dansby Swanson. This goes off the pitcher card. 336 off of Hawk's card is going to be a fly ball. Fly ball goes out to left field. The left fielder is Verdugo. Verdugo is a 0, I believe. Yep. So a 226 is going to be a good catch for Alex Verdugo. Couple fly outs here, 2 quick outs, and that brings us back to the top of the order with Ronald Acuna. Acuna 2 for 3, a double, a single, and he grounded into a double play in his last at bat. A rare grounded into double play for Ronald. 362 is going to be off of his card. .362 is a line drive as Ronald scalds one. This goes to first base. The first baseman is Cordero. He's a -3 fielder, and 842 is going to be a catch as he reaches out and he makes the play at first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Braves. Good outing there. 3 innings for Tanner Huck. And he's keeping Boston in this one. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, we got Kyle Wright. Let's do a check on his stamina. So this is 27. That'll be the 28th batter. He's at 25, so everything is going to come off. We're going to, we don't have to do that. Let's just bring in somebody nice and fresh. Who do we have? We've got Hernandez, Devers, Martinez. So we got one lefty in there. Be better to bring in the lefties somewhere in here. So let's go ahead and bring in these are all our high leverage guys. Let's go ahead and bring in Colin McHugh. So we'll go McHugh, Mentor, and then the closer. That'll be our plan. So let's go with Mentor here. McHugh, sorry. Mentor will be next. Kyle Wright goes 6 innings. Bring him up here. He goes 6 innings. He gives up 1, 2, 3, 4. Gives up 6 hits and 3 runs, all earned. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3 walks. 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. No hit by pitch. He faced 27. And no wild pitches. So he stands to be the winner as he leaves with a 4-3 lead. And a quality start there for Kyle Wright by technical definition. So 6 innings, only 3 runs given up. And he makes way for Colin McHugh, the squirrely right-hander who's got the sweeper. He has a stamina of 5. And he comes in to face the top of the order. Let's see how he does. 548. 548 to the leadoff man, Kike Hernandez, is going to be a strikeout. That's a good start. Kike now 0 for 4. Keep that leadoff man off base, and you're going to be doing pretty good. Brings up Rafael Devers. He is 1 for 3. Probably going to be 1 for 4 here. A 165 is going to be a fly ball. As he tags this one, and that goes out to, actually pops it up. Pops it up to the first baseman. First baseman is Matty Olson. He's a -1 on his error rating. A 261 to a -1 is going to be a good catch. So Devers, a couple of pop-ups in this one. Frustrated after hitting that home run. And his team is down 1. Brings up JD Martinez. Martinez 2 for 3. He's got a double and a single. This time it's an 8-17 for him, and that'll be another base knock. So JD Martinez lines 1 to left. And nice piece of hitting there. 3 for 4 for the DH. Up stands Xander Bogaerts, right-handed batter, shortstop. And he's great versus left-handers. That's not going to do anything. Same thing with Martinez. We got a righty on the mound. But that'll come up. Well, it won't come up in the next inning because we won't do that. So glad I didn't bring Minter in. Ew, should look at that. That means that they get control of the at-bat. So the pitcher has no say in the at-bat. This will be off the batter. It's Xander Bogaerts, a 570. 570 is going to be a strikeout as he waves through a slider. Wishing a lefty was on the mound, but he didn't get one. And that's going to be the end of the 7th. Colin McHugh takes him down, strands the runner at first base as they can't move. What's his name? JD Martinez. They can't move him off the bag. We're going to bring in Brazier. I think Brazier was on the list. Brazier pitching well this year. We have 1, 2, 3 innings. So a couple of good covers there, covering 3 innings. He gives up no hits, no runs. 1, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. A lot of symmetry here. And he faced 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 batters. Really good outing for Tanner Huck. And that's going to bring up Ryan Brazier. Brazier, right-handed pitcher. And he will face off against the heart of the order. Matty Olson, Austin Riley, and Marcell Ozuna. 337 goes to Olson. That will be a fly ball. Fly ball goes out to center field. Center fielder is Kike. Kike is a +1. And so that's going to be an 854 to a +1 is a good catch. As Hernandez squeezes it for out number 1. 1 down with Austin Riley to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot. A 592. This comes off Brazier's card. That'll be a strikeout. And first K of the day for Brazier. First K of the day for Austin Riley. 2 down now in the 7th inning. And it's Marcell Ozuna, the big bear. 544. And he is going to whiff as well. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Brazier. Nice relief appearance as he sets down Atlanta 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. We head to the top of the 8th. 4-3 is our score. A good tight one here. And we're going to bring in AJ Minter. Our plan is coming to fruition. What I like about this game is things generally follow what your plan is. Sometimes in baseball it falls apart. You have a plan for your bullpen, for how you're going to use players. And it falls apart. And some games are so like over the top and all over the place, it just completely blows up your plan. Plan is going to, well, it's going to plan. 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 K. And he faced 4 batters. Just like we planned. Actually, he has 2 strikeouts, huh? All right, so it's going to be AJ Minter. Minter enters the game in the 8th. Lefty had a really good year. Sub 3 ERA. And let's see if he can set down the middle bottom of the order. It's Verdugo, Story, and Cordero. This comes off the batter card. It's a 538 to Verdugo. 538 is right into his K range. And Minter gets him on the slide piece down and in. Actually, that would be down and away to him, huh? All right, why am I marking the Braves? That's not right. It's up here. Okay, Trevor Story with 2 punch outs in this one. A 145. At least he avoids the strikeout. So that's going to be a grounder. That ground ball goes to first base. Matty Olson is a -1. This could be trouble. 982 on a -1 is right into his error range, and Matt Olson can't make the play. And we're going to go E3 as the Braves make their first error of the game. And we got a runner at first base now. Let's see if that blows open the entire inning. This is off of Mentor's card. 527, he bears down, and he gets Franchy Cordero for the strikeout. Brings up Christian Vasquez. Vasquez, big man in this game. He is 2 for 2. He's got a 2-run homer and a single. And he stands in with a runner at first base, chance to do some damage and either give them the lead or tie against Mentor. Let's see, Mentor, that's going to be a 998, so that's going to be some sort of hit. And for Vasquez, a 294 is going to be a single. 3 for 3 day for Christian Vasquez as he moves the runner all the way to third base. Brings up Jackie Bradley Jr. Bradley, a lefty. Mentor has the versus left badge, so this is going to go off of Mentor's card. A 282 is going to be a fly ball. And the hometown fans hoping this ends it. 42 is going to be a pop-up to the catcher. All catchers, we'll call him a +2 on his fielding. That's the fielding rating that we have right now. We could also use the +9 on defense, but we'll just do the +2. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong catcher. So for d'Arnaud, his catch is a -1, so we'll use that as his error rating. So 321 to a -1. Throws off the mask and he makes the catch. That's going to be a P2, and that will end the inning. Good pitch there by Mentor, gets him out of the inning. And Boston goes down. They strand runners at the corners with 2 out, down by 1, and couldn't come through with the big hit. So we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's going to be, we'll send Brazier out there again for another inning. See if he can lock up this last one and give him a chance to get back in it. He's facing Albies, d'Arnaud, and Duvall. This goes to the pitcher. 232 is going to be a fly ball for Ozzy. Out to center field. Kike Hernandez is there. He's a +1. So a 0.51 to a +1 is going to be a catch. So 1 out in the inning, and that brings up Travis d'Arnaud. D'Arnaud's had a good game. He's 1 for 3, but he's been on base all 3 times. This goes to the pitcher, though. A 96 is going to be a ground ball off of Brazier's card. A 146 is going to be a grounder to first base, and the adventure continues for Franchy Cordero. A 416, though, he's going to make that play, and that's going to be a grounder. We'll go 3-1 on the putout. Sharing is caring, right? And so he tosses it to the pitcher, Brazier, who's covering. Doesn't make him run all the way over there for no reason. 769, this is going to go to the batter. The batter is Duvall. 769 is going to be a walk. And Adam Duvall on base for the 3rd time. And Travis Demeritte stands in. This comes off the pitcher card, though. 644. 644 will be a strikeout. So Brazier keeps it close. And strands the runner at first base. No runs, no hits. 1 left on for the Braves in the 8th inning. They take the narrowest of 4-3 leads to the 9th inning. And that's going to bring in the big man, Kenley Jansen. Jansen with a boatload of saves last year. And he's going to need everything he's got because he's facing the top of the order. Mentor goes 1 inning. Gives up 1 hit. No runs. No walks and 2 Ks. All right, nice outing from the bullpen as McHugh and Mentor have kept the game at 1. So 4-3 is our score. Kenley Jansen comes in with some music rocking, and he is going to try to lock this one down. He's facing Hernandez, Devers, and Martinez. All right, this comes off the pitcher card. Of course, I covered him up. Murphy is hard at work this morning. 539 off the pitcher card, and Kenley Jansen blows it by Kike Hernandez. Hernandez just a rotten day. 0 for 5 with 2 Ks. Brings up Rafael Devers, who hasn't had a rotten day, but hasn't done much since the first inning. Let's try to keep it that way. 789 will be a walk. Devers on board with a walk. He's not a fast runner. And d'Arnaud is pretty good at throwing out base runners. He's a +1. Along with Jansen. Jansen's hold, so that basically makes them a 0. He would be a 0. That would, if we wanted to steal, he would be in this category here. You know, whatever that is, 21 to 93. So, I don't know, it's about a 75% chance of scoring or stealing a base, 72. Let's go ahead and try it. They need to get that runner in scoring position. So we're going to try the steal with Rafael Devers. I know it's a big no-no to the sabermetric folks, but we need the steal here, and it's up above, or at least at league average, which is about 73%. So we got our 3d10 dice. We're going to roll against this 0 column. The way I figured that is Devers' run rating is a 0. I mean, his steal rating is a 0. Travis d'Arnaud, his stolen base rating, or basically his throwing rating, is a +1. But Kenley Jansen doesn't hold people very well. So his hold rating is a -1. That's a 0, so those sort of cancel each other out. And then a 0 to Devers, so there's no addition or subtraction there. And it's just a 0, straight up steal. So let's see if he makes it. If he does and he scores, I'm manager of the year. If he gets thrown out, which he did. Oh, no, he did. 250. All right, not 205. 250. Woo, puts him here right there into that green. So he makes it. I keep my job. And he is standing at second base with a stolen base. So good job, Devers. Although it was close. Brings up JD Martinez, and why not? Martinez is 3 for 4. He's got a double and 2 singles. Kenley Jansen looking to stop that. A 694, though. 694 is going to be a walk, and that puts runners at first and second. This is apparently Kenley Jansen's favorite place to be. He would always put runners on in the ninth. He's got Xander Bogaerts. Why not? Top 10 hitter in the league. 2 guys on, 1 out. Top of the 9th inning. And we get a 100 off of the Bogaerts card. That's going to be a ground ball. Possibility for a game-ending double play. Let's see how this all works out. 338. That'll be a grounder to second. Ozzie Albies. Albies is a -1 on his error rating. A 430 to a -1. So he's at least going to pick it. And let's see what happens. We got our column here, second baseman, first and second. Can we get the double play? And 882. 882 is here. Oh boy, still drama. 4-6 DP, we got a check. And we're looking on Ozzy Albies double play rating. It is a -2. It's not great. And let's see if he can hit that narrow little sliver of a double play. He's here. It has to be a 31 to a 210, and that's going to be an game-ending double play. We have a 706. 706 is in the meaty middle, and that's not going to do it. So we got a fielder's choice. 4-6 on the fielder's choice. They can't turn 2 as Xander Bogaerts runs it out at first. And will that come back to bite the Braves? Drama, late inning drama here as Kenley Jansen, runners at the corners and 2 out, and Alex Verdugo to the plate. He's walked twice. This comes off the batter card. A 128 is going to be a ground ball as Jansen with the splitter. The ground ball goes to 264. I believe that's Ozzy again. Let's see. 264 is Ozzy, and he is a -1. A 103. Oh my gosh. A 103. Look at this. He's a -1. 31 to 100 is the error. 103. 101 to 210. So he makes the play. Or at least he catches the ball. Let's see what happens on the play. Second base. Now we are to second base, and we got 2 outs. So we're hoping for something in the middle here. It is a 986. Nothing in the middle. That's going to be here at the bottom, and it says a 4-3 put out. The runners advance, and a runner from third scores if there are less than 2 outs. And we have 2 outs, of course. Do we have 2 outs? Yeah, this is out number 2. Whoo! So 4-3 is the put out, and that's your ball game. So a lot of activity, a lot happening. A Kenley Jansen save that he loves. And that's going to be the ball game. 4-3 is your winner for the Braves. Oh my goodness, against Boston, that was a tight one. A lot of activity here at the end of the game, but Boston can only drive in 3. Kenley Jansen's going to get the save on that one. He goes 1 inning, gives up no runs, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, 1 K. This feels like a Kenley Jansen outing. And at least he didn't hit anybody. He didn't throw the ball away. So that is actually going to preserve the win for Kyle Wright. Minter for sure gets a hold. I'll go ahead and give a hold to McHugh too, as he held the lead. For Garrett Whitlock, he's going to take the L. These 2 guys don't get anything. Brazier came in for 2 innings. Gave up no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. So nice inning, nice couple of innings for him. And that will be 7 batters and 0. So that's your final. 4-3 for hits. We have 6, 7, 8 hits, and I believe they had 2 errors. So 1, 2 errors for Boston, and 5 hits and 1 error. Yeah, the error on Matt Olson. So final line score, 3 runs on 8 hits, 2 errors for Boston, 4 runs on 5 hits, and 1 error for the Braves. So this was again played May 10th, 2022, and the Braves pull it out 4-3 behind a very strong Kyle Wright start. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 6 Ks and 3 walks. Garrett Whitlock had a decent start, but just didn't go very long. Actually, I think maybe Tanner Hook gets the loss here, because he was on the hook after the 5th. So Hawk takes the loss. Tough luck because he inherited the loss. I think that's how you would play it. I'm not sure. Maybe you can leave a comment. Let me know how you're supposed to play that if he only goes 3 innings. Far as I know, you got to get into the fifth to be able to be eligible for a win or a loss. Boston had a chance here, had runners at the corners with 2 outs, and Alex Verdugo to the plate, a good player. Just couldn't get the run home. And this game is called Precision Baseball. Again, you have your defensive ratings, you have your base running ratings. I haven't incorporated the hard hit and the barrel ratings yet. But these are your players. You can tell I've got quite a few players. There's still there's one more straggler guy here. So got most of their players who played during the season. And I don't have all the Braves over here, but you've got all the main players. I have them printed off. I just don't have them here. But even out here, you've got Sawamura and Strom. I mean, some of these guys weren't in much. And then you got sort of their big guns at the first: Pavetta Hill, Waka, Eovaldi. Could have brought in Cutter Crawford, I guess. So that's we'll play game number 2 in this series in another video. But that's Precision Baseball, and like I said, all you need really, I'm playing off of this. This is our player finder, so that's what I was looking at. We got all of our double play, and this is the error chart that we're referencing all the time. Didn't have any extra base opportunities really, but did have a stolen base in the game. So still second, still third, still home. This is for tag ups and extra bases when the outfielder has the advantage. When the runner has the advantage, we use the outfield arm chart. And then we can use 2 different kinds of double play charts. Range will be added in sometime later whenever we have a different sort of fielding system, a more advanced one. And then for the line drives, we can see, does anybody advance on a line drive, yes or no? And same thing, is there a double play for an infield line drive? So with runners on base, that's where these charts come into. Same thing with fly balls. What kind of runner advancement is happening with all of your base runners? And then we have our chart here with the ground balls at normal depth and what happens on each of those. Again, I'll be putting together an infield in chart just like that, but it obviously will only have it'll only have these options here because you're not going to play the infield in with a runner at second base. So only with runners in third. So that's the game. The game is still in development, very much so. If you see anything that's out of whack or something you'd love to see in the game, maybe something that you feel like is missing, I've accounted for splits, so don't say splits. I've done what I'm going to do with those. You can see here, these are guys who have a 400 or better WOBA against left-handed pitching. So Bogarts, Martinez, crush left-handed pitching. So does Austin Riley. So anytime a lefty comes into the game, those guys will have the advantage off of their card. The pitcher doesn't get an option to have the advantage there. So sometimes it's hard for me to remember that, and sometimes it's not. Other players have a clutch rating, and that will give them the advantage. So all the results would come off their card if a runner was in scoring position. So that's how the clutch rating works. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. It's not so hard, and you'll get more content. We have baseball, football, basketball. There's lots of different things going on with the Clark and Addison Gaming Company. If you want to purchase the games that I've already published, several baseball games, we just put out the 1978 season for No Huddle Football, which is kind of a medium play football game, and plays play-by-play, but it's quicker to play. We'll put it that way. Quicker than a lot. There's just a lot fewer things that you're having to do, but it's still play-by-play, and you get a full football game out of it. That is $17 for the entire 78 season. Comes with all the game parts that you need to play, so you don't need to download anything else. It all comes in the package, and you just unzip the file and print the pages out, and you're good to go. I think it's a game that you'll pick up pretty quickly. And it requires 2 decks of cards, which is a little bit different maybe than other games that you've played. So that's No Huddle Football, and you can find that at clarkandaddisongaming.com. clarkandaddisongaming.com. And you can also check out the baseball games that we have: On Base Advanced, Quick Play Baseball, which is super fun. Also a card-based, deck of card-based game, which is a lot of fun to play and super portable. Up-tempo basketball is there. You can purchase all the seasons for up-tempo. And we'll be adding the final few things on there. Triple play or triple threat basketball is a sort of interesting play-by-play basketball game, and has the top 75 players in NBA history that you can download. But they also have some of these, they're kind of tall cards, and you can add player photos, which you can download from the website for free. Or you can go and get your own photos if you want to, and add those right to the cards before you print them. And then you have this really nice set of player cards with photos and whatever photos you want of your favorite players. You'll see their names and that kind of stuff. Or you can play without the photos, either one. But that's a fun game to play, and a full-length basketball game, but not quite as complicated maybe as some other basketball games, and dice-based. So lots of things that you can look at and choose from. You can join the Facebook group. If you go to Facebook and look up Clark and Addison Gaming Company, you should be able to find the Facebook group. It's a private group, so you don't have to worry about all the riffraff being there. And answer a few questions, join the group, and you'll actually get some exclusive content. There are things there that I don't share in other Facebook groups. So if you want to be part of the family, join the Facebook group, and you'll kind of get inside information on things that I'm working on. So by the time I get to this point and I'm putting stuff on YouTube, I've already told people what I've been working on in the Facebook group. We're about 5 or 6 strong, so we're hoping to grow that Facebook group, and you'll stay in the know at the very least, and you'll see that pop up in your feed whenever we make any new posts. All right, I think that's it from here. Braves win 4-3. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.